Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bonnie Blue and I am back for another How to Get Away with Murder review, okay? It's gonna be real quick, y'all, because I kind of feel like it wasn't a lot this episode. We're gonna go over the things that happened that we found out new that happened before the murder, okay? So first of all, we finally got to see everything through Lila Stangard's eyes, okay? Now, here's basically what happened. Lila was pregnant. Lila and Rebecca were BFFs, okay? Rebecca would come over with the drugs. They lie on a roof, do some lines of coke maybe, have a drink, okay? And talk about their problems and confide in one another. It was very obvious that they, two girls from two different sides of the tracks. But Lila seemed to have a lot of love for Rebecca and vice versa, okay? And they show us throughout the episode, and I hate the way, there's no differentiation between the different times, because we just keep going back and forth between, the before the murder and now, I don't know. I'm just so confused, y'all. It's so hard to explain the time continuum in this fucking show, okay? So I'm just gonna basically tell y'all the shit that happened before Lila got killed, okay? Lila was fucking with Mr. Darcy. Okay, Mr. Darcy was married. She thought that shit was cute. She was a virgin at the time, but she was tired of dealing with Griffin's overly controlling religious ass, okay? So her and Mr. Darcy started fucking around. She started to get feelings for Mr. Darcy, okay? And then, boom, she's pregnant. I suppose she told Mr. Darcy, and he told her that it had to end because he, she shows up with Rebecca crying about how he wants it to be over and how, having sex with a guy could make shit go wrong and all this type of stuff. So, and then she goes to Bonnie. She runs to Bonnie because really she was trying to see Annalise. She was going to the house to tell Annalise that she was pregnant for Sam, obviously. She's crying, distraught. And Bonnie tells her that she needs to calm down and get her fucking ass on because ain't nobody got time for that shit. Basically blew her off not knowing what was going on. But she had talked to Lila the night of her murder, okay? Which was all very, crazy to me, okay? So that's basically what we got from Lila Stangard, that Sam knew that she was pregnant, and that's why he was trying to break it off with her. And when Annalise talks to him at the beginning of the episode, she obviously, feels like you've been lying this whole time. You knew that that girl was pregnant. And she was like, your ass should have wore a condom. And I'm like, girl, please. He shouldn't have been cheating on you with no young ass girl. That's what he shouldn't have been doing. But your low self-esteem having ass just gonna go ahead and deal with it. Anyway, so Lila was preggo. So Annalise tells Wes that Lila was pregnant. And then he tells Rebecca, even though she told him not to tell Rebecca. So Rebecca, who is in cahoots with Nate, unbeknownst to Wes, goes and tells Nate. And Nate gives her a flash drive to take and put in Sam's computer and try to get information off his computer. She goes over to the house looking for something, trying to do it one time. But he's already suspicious of her and tells her that she's not welcome in his house when Annalise isn't there. And I was like, you old dick. You old bitch-made ass dude. I don't really like Sam at all. He's so off. He has no real emotion, and it's amazing to me how Annalise continues to show so much emotion and cry and beg for this man to love her back when she's constantly being super saver hope for somebody who don't love her, y'all. It's so aggravating. So when they have this new case, okay, the new case is this lady, okay, super soccer mom who has anxiety issues. So she has to take sleeping pills in order to sleep through the night, okay? Sometimes her sleeping pills make her sleepwalk. She has cooked 5-course meals, had sex with her husband, all while sleeping on these pills, okay? And when she drinks, you can hardly wake her ass up. Well, one night we have her on camera pulling the body of her maid out into the garage so that she can rinse all the blood off. And she's obviously sleepwalking. So now everybody thinks that she killed this woman. And, they go to court. They go to court. They put the son on stand. And the son is supposed to be there to say that his mom was not awake. That everybody has known it's been an issue for years in their family that their mom sleepwalks and does things unconscious, okay? And the son, kind of blurts out that he loved Elka. Elka was their maid and the woman who he was obviously sleeping with. Well, this meant that, your girl was Annalise was completely blindsided by the fact that Connor and Bonnie, when they did their investigating and talking to the kid, that nobody discovered yet that he was fucking Elka, okay? So then we started to think maybe it was his son, or maybe the mom did kill her because she found out she was having sex with her child. That's enough to make somebody want to kill you, right? Not good for Annalise's case. So she goes completely off on Bonnie and Connor, but really more so Bonnie than anything, and made her look like a complete fucking fool. Made her look so bad. And it was like, damn, how you gonna talk to Bonnie like that, bitch? That's so wrong. And then Sam is worried about Rebecca knowing that Lila was preggo. So Anna tells him that she's gonna lose her case because all she can think about right now is him getting Lila Stangard pregnant and fucking that, fucking that little young ass white girl. That's all she can think about right now. And he gonna cause her to lose her goddamn case, okay? So, what else we got going on this episode, y'all? Michaela is still dealing with this prenup shit, okay? The little dude is calling her and everything, and she's not answering the phone. And the mama, y'all, the mama showed up. Okay, y'all know who the mama is. Y'all, I just brain farted on her name. But anyway, Lynn Winfield, okay? My mama just spent the whole Saturday talking to Lynn Winfield in her salon, what that was, like 2 weeks ago. So I was like, oh shit, you better get these jobs, Lynn Winfield. You better get these jobs, bitch. So she's playing, Michaela's fiance's mom, and she comes to Annalise's house, okay, to meet with her to make sure that she signs this prenup. They go to dinner, and she starts to tell her how, her family, her and her husband work hard to have all the stores that they have, and even though they're happy that their son is going into politics, that money that is from that business is going to be from him, and they want to make sure that she does not reap the benefits of everything they didn't work hard for, which pissed me off because I feel like, so you so rich, but you don't have enough to share with the woman that your son wants to marry. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you want to protect the business and make sure that she can't just take everything, but it's very obvious that Michaela is not on that, okay? Michaela's not marrying him for his money. She's marrying him because she loves the little gay ass dude that don't know he gay, okay? And it's obvious that she's working very hard to make her own money, and she's probably gonna be the breadwinner if anything. So it was like, really? Like, you can't come at her like that? You had to go to her law firm job that she has while she's in grad school to talk to her because she's that fucking busy and she's that driven, and you still worrying about her stealing money from your little confused ass son, okay? Gonna call her, trash and send her back to that hole in the fucking swamp where she came from, through the hole in the wall. And it's like, well, bitch, if you and your husband had to, come up, y'all obviously didn't have a lot. So for you to even be coming at her like that, I feel like it's just total bullshit. I hate when moms do that. Mind your fucking business, okay? You just need to make sure that you got your money tight in together, and that whatever is for him, if he loses that in his marriage to that woman, that's on him, okay? But you just make sure you protect your own fucking money, and she can't take your assets. That's what you need to worry about, okay? Because that whole situation pissed me off, y'all. Michaela tried to smack her. Lynn Winfield grabbed that fucking hand. Oh, you want to play? Well, I'm glad I was right about you. And I'm like, you done insulted her to the 5th damn degree, and now you gonna act, when she almost smacked you for calling her a bitch, now you gonna act like she is proving that she's the trash. Really? Okay, no, mom, you're the trash. You're the trash. Frank and Laurel are still fucking like me and Mrs. Jones, okay? They sneaking around even though there's no reason to really be sneaking around. But then we find out that he got a whole girlfriend named Sasha, okay? They, busting their apartment on some fuck shit, falling all over the floor, kissing and rubbing on one another. When, all of a sudden, Sasha is back from a business trip. And, Laurel is like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, well, that man got an old lady. They go together, okay? Like, that shit was that dick look for real, okay? So because Connor was with Bonnie and they didn't question the son properly, he tries to go and redeem himself with the son. And he finds out that Elka gave the son trichomoniasis or whatever that shit is, gave him an STD. And when he tells Michaela and the rest of the people that Michaela, who did pre-med when she was, undergrad, was like, I remember that shit. So she goes and look into a book to find a prescription for the STD. Come to find out the daddy had to get the same prescription 3 months prior to the son getting it. So we find out now that the son and the daddy was sleeping with Elka, okay? So the daddy is the one that killed Elka when he found out that he wasn't the only one. Because he thought he was the only one. He thought he was the onlyest one while fucking his maid in his wife's house. He thought he was the onlyest one. But oh no, Elga was doing you 2 ways. She was fucking you and the son, okay? So he killed Elka and then woke his wife up out of her fucked up, you know, sleep, and showed it to her, knowing that she would want to clean it up because she, you know, that's what she would do when she would be in her sleep, you know, sleepwalking fit. She would do shit like that. So it made it look like it was her that did it, but really it was him. And the wife was mad at Annalise. But Annalise, speaking from personal experience, told her, you are going to be very thankful to me one day, ma'am. Okay? It was him who fucked over you. It was him who betrayed your trust. So get out your feelings and know that was him and not me. And you're going to be happy one day that I saved you from this fuck ass dude. Okay? So Bonnie had been trying to talk to Sam this whole episode, but because Annalise was pissed off, she kept popping up like, bitch, you need something? What you need right now? Their relationship, their little threesome relationship is so very weird to me, okay? Because at first it seems that Bonnie is very, very dedicated to Annalise, but more so because she has feelings for Sam. It also seems like Annalise is pissed at Bonnie because of whatever feelings she might have for Sam. So that makes me think that Sam and Bonnie had an affair at one point, and that everybody thinks that Bonnie wants Sam, okay? That's what it seems like to me. But then it's like, well, why would you continue to have somebody that wants your husband working for you, Annalise? What the fuck is up with that shit? How does that make sense? What is happening here? Okay? But Bonnie went to Sam and told him that Lila came to the house the night that she was murdered, and that she knows that he knew that that girl was pregnant. Well, he kisses her and puts the smooth moves on her, trying to make her not go and tell Annalise, saying that Annalise doesn't need to know. She doesn't need to know. She, you know, she's been hurt enough. She doesn't need to know. And then he kisses her. So Bonnie goes to Annalise and says that he was kissing me. He thought he was giving me what I wanted, but it's not what I wanted. And he told me, you know, that I shouldn't tell you because you didn't need to know. But Lila, you know, he knew Lila was pregnant. Well, Annalise is sitting there crying and Bonnie is begging in her lap. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on in here? So it's obvious that Bonnie's loyalties don't really lie with Sam, because she turned right around and went told Annalise what happened. And Annalise fired her and told her to get the fuck out. And she was just crying and distraught. And so when Sam comes home, y'all, Annalise sitting on the steps on the phone and said she didn't call to get DNA tests for every man in Lila Stangard's life, including her teachers, to find out who the baby daddy is. And now I think it's time for Annalise to protect her own self, and that's what she's doing right now. Okay, y'all? She's protecting her damn self, because ain't nobody got time to be getting caught up in your murderous fuckery. So I remember I told y'all that Nate gave the flash drive to Rebecca to get shit from Sam's computer. Well, when Wes sees her getting out of Nate's car, he flips out because he remembers that Nate and Annalise used to be, you know, fucking around. But they're not fucking around anymore. They're actually enemies, but he doesn't know that. He thinks that Annalise is setting them up by telling him something that he knew she was, telling Wes that Lila was pregnant, which he, you know, she knew that he was gonna go and tell Rebecca. And Rebecca is kind of looking out for self at this moment, because she said that, you know, she didn't know and all of this type of shit, and she seemed sorry that she lied to Wes. She was just trying to help. But then when Connor and Laurel show up so everybody can study for this test, she takes the fucking flash drive and skedaddles and don't say shit to nobody. Meanwhile, Michaela is over at Ash's apartment stealing his trophy. And this is just like, you know, the night of the murder, I guess, right before everything happened. So next episode, they're supposed to piece everything together for us and tell us everything that happened. Y'all, I swear to God, I watched this episode like 4 fucking times trying to get it all straight in my mind before I did the review. Because I swear they confused the hell out y'all. I hope I'm not the only one. I'm not the onlyest one. But anyway, y'all, that was basically everything that happened and how to get away with murder. I hope you all enjoyed the very confusing review.